I was looking for inspiration and I checked out the internet. There's so many great ideas, but I wanted to make something just a little bit unique. Now, a muse is something that can inspire you when you're making something creative, something or someone. I checked out our chooks, I checked out our fish, and then I came across our dogs. Please meet Shankly and Lexi. I'm going to use them as my muses. Let's get started. The materials we're using today are quite simple. A small egg carton, some small craft scissors, an outline texter, and also some masking tape. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the egg carton in half. We are going to use the flat part of the egg carton as a base. The next thing we're going to do is cut some shapes out of this top part of that flat base to make some ear shapes. This one is going to have floppy ears. So I'm just using my texter to mark out the ear shape so I can start to see how my puppy portrait's going to look. Now I've marked out some places on this part of the egg carton so that I can cut out carefully and make a really good shape for the brow and the eyes of the dog. Hey, I think this is starting to look a little bit like a dog now. I'm cutting some other little pieces which I'm going to turn into the middle of the eye so that we can make a really interesting looking expression on our dog. Now I'm looking at the shapes on the bottom side of the egg carton, and I think these round shapes really resemble that of a dog and the dog's nose. The next thing I'm going to do is cut out another shape that will form the bottom part of the dog's mouth. And this fits in really well together just by poking it in to make that good size snout, like when the dog's barking and happy. The next stage we need to do is make a little tongue for our dog. I've just used a little piece of the egg carton that had some red printing on it. Great, so now we've got all our shapes ready and all together. We're just going to do a little bit of finishing touches with the black texter. Firstly, we're going to do the pupils of the eyes, just on the top of the little pointy bits. The next thing we need to do is make the nose of our puppy portrait nice and black and shiny, so we know they're nice and healthy. We attach the little red tongue with tape and then put the mouth together, using a little bit of tape around the back to hold it together. And you can make the expression to suit the sort of dog that you want to show in your portrait. Next step is just bend the tongue a little bit so that it pops out of the dog's mouth. Now we have all our pieces made, I'm going to show you how I put them all together. Take another piece of masking tape and roll it over on itself so that you've got stickiness on both sides. Push it onto the bottom part of the eye shape that you have, and then you'll find the other sticky side and pop that into the eye socket shape. Take some more masking tape and apply it to the bottom of the mouth, trimming it down to fit, and then push it against the bottom part of the egg carton. Next, just run a couple of other pieces up to secure the nose. Pop in the eyes and the eyebrow, and you'll find it sits in pretty well. Just grab a couple of little pieces rolled over to place behind, in between the egg carton base and the shapes, and push them together. Now it's your turn to get creative. Post your egg carton animals on our Facebook page or Instagram so we can have a look. Thanks for watching. See you next time.